Hello, it's Thursday. It's roasty, toasty, hot. But surprisingly windy. So it's really like standing in a hairdryer stream because it's hot wind. It's disgusting. Anyway, I'm going to turn this round so we can have a looky-see as we're on our way down to Carlene's. Little birdies are out and about. There's another aeroplane going over. Goodness gracious. We see the chickies. So we've got wood here because we're going to finish off the trim on the big chicken house up here. It's going to be wood coloured, not white. And the chickens think that's a great idea, don't you? They're all over the place. They go right the way down to the very, very back of the property. There's Bartholomew. Biting Bartholomew. He's a terror. So, this is what's so lovely. Is you come out here and then you can see way over at the arena. Oh. Hey, Gracie. You're okay, darling? You can see our very hard working boys down here. I have Magnus and Angus, just way down there. So they're having a little treat after their hard work this afternoon. And fortunately they're standing in the shade because it's heck of a hot. And then somebody asked to see the new gate. The new gate is open. Hiya, there's Michelle. And Michelle Michelle, are these living or fake? Oh no, they're living. It's okay. Yeah. I can imagine. So there's all this here. This is our new gate. We do have it shut. Obviously it wouldn't affect this pair down here because they're just on the move, but it's we're absolutely delighted with it. It's super. My plants are still sort of living, sort of. The hot weather has only just begun. Then we'll take a little wander. Nick has been making a stone path from the stones that are down in the courtyard area. He's been moving them up here. That's what he's got so far. Hey, Goaty Bros. Oh, it's hot, isn't it? Goodness gracious. And then the driveway is looking lovely. Michelle's garden's looking beautiful. Is it okay to go and look at your window boxes? I'm having my coffee.
You can go anywhere you like.
Thank you. So you can see all these, this is lit up at night, so she's got all these little lights down here. And then she's got wonderful window boxes. She's got bird nesting in the gourd that's on the door there. And, oh, your clematis is lovely. And she's got beautiful plants in here. It's so beautiful. Hers are living. Hers are thriving. Mine are hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Not that plants have teeth, but hey, you know what I mean. There we go. What's the tortoise called? What? The tortoise. Tortoise. Harry the tortoise. Tortoise. I call them tortoises. We'll get there. And then we have, in at the pond area, there's beautiful yellow lilies at the moment. Gosh, I'm going to have to step in the stand. They're just behind that fountain there, and there's some over the other side. But for me to get to them, what I have to do is I would have to go and stand on the point. Maybe I can go up here. Oh, no, fell down a hole. Excellent. They're just behind that fountain there as well. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, keep on heading down the driveway. All of the lights are still up and functioning, which is good. Magnus was in here today cutting the grass. He did not do a very, very good job, I'm afraid. So he was distracted. And this area here is slowly but surely clearing out and getting tidied up. Ooh, I wonder if there's mail in that box. And that's I hope you got that. That's Lisa and Bob. They send through rabbit food and also feed for the equines, which is just super. Thank you very much. I come here and it starts flicking in and out. How are you?
I'm afraid you were walking right on by.
No, I wasn't. I was in the drive. And then the thing keeps flicking in and out.
Okay.
You know what it's like. Hold on a second, I'm going to turn this round for a sec.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're going to shuffle away.
No, I'm not going to shuffle anything. Here we go. Hang on. You okay? There. There, back home. Woohoo! Made it.
Made it?
Made
Okay.
it. There's no mail,
There's no mail?
but we're here, which is good.
Who?
We're here, which is good.
Yes, true.
Well, I think. Oh, I'm going to sit here and see if I can get these questions to go
Oh,
because
there comes your friend.
I know my little buddy. Hi, Wanda. Oh,
I had to get up
why?
and walk over there to let her in.
And did you manage that okay?
Yeah, actually, I went to the doctor today.
I know.
You know, and they think that my dizziness or peculiarness is UTI.
What did I say to you
That's what
yesterday?
you said to me.
You were believe the door. Oh, look, there it came back on. There we go. Did it, honestly.
Open the door?
Yep, we've got the door open.
Oh, good.
How ridiculous.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, absolute nonsense this thing is. So, you went to the doctor this morning.
That's true. And they took blood.
Yes, they like
3
doing that sort
vials.
of thing.
Uh-oh.
That's bow.
That's Bell. Oh, good.
3 vials and
3 vials. And they decided that I was being strange because of an infection. And they also decided that my Dilantin was crazy.
yeah,
That'll do it every time.
exactly. Lethal
So-
combination.
So I have an excuse for being weird.
Well, but do you know what? It's actually very reassuring to know that it's a medical imbalance because it's quite obvious when you're not quite on the ball.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes. It certainly is.
Yeah. But it's good that there's an explanation for it and something that can be treated.
Yeah.
And you managed to walk over here today. I mean, seriously.
At least I think it can be treated. Well, what happened was this morning I woke up and saw that the screen was blank. So I didn't understand that. The dog wanted to get out, so I got up. Completely all by myself, which, you know, I was not supposed to be doing, was walking
No.
by myself. And I grabbed the bed and lit the door, you know?
Yeah.
It went on from there, but, well, I'm gonna survive, by God.
Well, but this is good because it's just obviously an ebb and flow, and we can work way around that.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes. They put me on a new antibiotic.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. And they've adjusted my Dilantin.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Well, you're used to that happening.
Right, and they've adjusted the blood thinner.
The warfarin.
Yes. And hopefully by Monday I'll be
running a marathon.
Right, I'll be sane and sober. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to be sane and sober. I kind of like being drunk.
Well, there's that. But at least you'll be able to walk places because you were actually doing really well. You were going up and down the driveway.
That's true.
And that's something you don't want to lose.
No, I don't want to lose that. And I've been practicing standing up.
Yes.
Every 10 minutes.
Because at least you can sit back down if you stand up there.
Oh! Every 10 minutes I've been standing up.
So that's very good news. That was well worth the doctor's visit.
Yeah. I didn't actually see a doctor today. All I saw was a nurse. It makes me think of this AI. All they did was draw blood things out of me, and then they'll decide what's the matter with me.
Yeah. Well, but you know, I think you're following a pattern. You know, I don't think there's anything that that's cropping up that is particularly unusual for you.
Yeah.
You know? You're getting a bit predictable. Sorry to say.
Right. So anyway.
So that was good.
That's okay.
So while you were doing that, Janine and I went to pick up a sofa.
Oh, did you get the sofa?
Yes, it's lovely.
Is it lovely?
Yes, it is lovely.
Is it upstairs?
No, it's in the trailer, obviously.
Oh, it's only in the trailer.
Yes.
The whole world is in trailers.
Yes.
Here.
Exactly.
I'm going to get it out of the trailer and upstairs.
Well, once the floor's finished.
Oh, the floor is finished. I'm told.
Is it?
Well, I was told the floor was finished. It was the walls that weren't finished.
Yes, the boards.
Yeah.
So once it's all complete, we'll pop it in.
The pop it in, right.
Well.
Did she buy whatever she looked at after that? Because she went to look at some cabinets or something.
She may have bought it, but we've not picked it up yet. Because it's not in the trailer, that much I do know.
Okay, well, just trying to keep in touch with what's going on.
Yes, I think there's kitchen cabinets coming at the weekend, so I presume we'll have to pick them up at the weekend.
Well, that would be those then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, something to do at the weekend, you know, because we've got nothing else on.
Well, I do. On Friday I have somebody.
Chris.
I have a Rotarian coming to visit me.
Was the gentleman's name Chris?
Yes.
And you've got Rainbow coming to visit you.
And I've got Rainbow and I got the nurse.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a busy day tomorrow.
Gosh, it is Friday tomorrow, isn't it? And it's going to be hot.
It'll be hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
You'll like that.
Yeah. But the thing is, it said it was we would be under a terrible windstorm and rain and I look out that door.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a leaf moving.
Well, we don't have the rain, but it is actually windy up the top of the hill.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a hairdryer. It's so hot, the wind is moving, but it's like a hairdryer blowing hot air on you.
I see.
So there is a bit of movement, but nothing that you'd be worried about.
Well, the television tells me that I'm in danger.
Yeah,
60 million people in danger, and I'm one of them on the northeast here.
Yes, and there was a terrible thought.
He's the fastest thing moving out there.
I know.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Thank you, sweetheart. I showed people these already. No, it's the flaked peas for the rabbits.
Oh, well, I'll see those along.
Thank you very much.
How do you know?
Because I get notification that they're coming in.
He's got his dinner for the rabbits.
He's got his baby bottles.
There's a box of something out there, I don't know what.
Yes, that's the feed as well. Thank you. He's away to play with his goats.
Right.
As one does.
But the goats apparently were very popular at the wherever it was you went this afternoon.
Judy and Janine went this afternoon.
Right. And how did it go?
I'm wondering if they're still coming back. Is Judy
They're
away?
back.
Did they come back?
They did come back.
'Cause, no, there's Janine there.
Well,
she'll
she'll
tell us.
That wasn't the job.
No. Well, she'll tell us how she got on and how many people she
Yes.
saw.
We'll get a report from her.
Yes. Because otherwise you and I'd be making it up.
No, we don't know anything.
No.
going on. Other than our bloody whatever's.
I have to fast tonight and then go and get blood taken tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, always fun.
Well, at least it's not drinking a whole bunch of weird stuff.
Oh no, I know. Ugh.
Your husband suffered through that.
He did. He was such a brave soldier.
Is she coming in here?
She will.
Janine! Janine!
She's maybe still in the car. I think the car's still on. She'll come in though.
Maybe she went straight upstairs. I
No,
don't know.
no, no. I think she'll come in. Right, let me see what I've got for questions.
We didn't have any animal antics today at all.
No. Look at that. They've got rain in West Virginia.
There you go.
Lucky you.
Yeah, but that's that whole big storm. It's supposed to be coming up the northeast.
And they've got rain in Canada, Ontario.
It ain't here yet. And
No, I'm not sure we'll get
we
it.
don't have a breath moving out there.
The bunnies are inside because it's very hot outside.
Yes.
And I went down, Julie said that Woody was very sweaty, which he was, but he was actually inside. He was in the big stall. And the big stall is actually the coolest part of the barn because there was a draft coming through the main doors. Everywhere else was kind of humid.
Huh.
It's poor. Yeah.
Cooler there, huh?
It's cooler there, yeah.
No?
So they'll get that breeze as well. Thank you, Carla.
You turn the hose on the ball too.
I know, exactly.
Turn them all down.
Yeah, the next few days it is looking like it's getting hotter. In fact, Tuesday, you will love this. There's some suggestion it will be 97.
97.
Yeah, on Tuesday. It's still June.
That's bad?
That's horrific.
Oh dear.
Because if it's 97, that means it will feel like over 100.
Oh.
Yuck.
Oh.
That means we'll be chasing around after animals who are not enjoying the heat.
It is interesting that the animals begin to get hot.
Yeah, they do.
The donkeys have a way of standing behind trees
Yes, and there's...
where the storm comes in.
Yeah,
But minus the storm, when they're looking for the breezes,
yeah.
they find the one breeze on the property and stand there.
So follow the donkeys.
Now follow the donkey.
And the good thing is, we've got lots of shade.
We do.
Yeah, which is lucky.
We do have a lot of.
And we also have hills. So if there is any breeze to be had, we've got it.
Right.
So that's good. It is looking beautiful.
When I first moved here and first started doing strange things, I bought a caboose, a real live caboose, and I put it down here where the tea tent now is. And I discovered, once I had the thing in place, which wasn't easy, that there is a breeze that comes off that hill.
Yeah.
That place where the iced tea tent now is the coolest place on the property.
Excellent.
That's why I put the iced tea tent there. Here
Yeah.
comes Janine.
Oh, and Dee is going home on Sunday. That's very exciting. Oh, you're looking a bit hot. We can't close the door because for whatever reason it turns off the internet. This is really basic stuff. Is that not bizarre?
Oh, boy.
You're looking a bit warm. Are you finding it warm, Janine?
Oh, yeah.
See?
Very tired. Very tired.
What are we doing?
Very tired. This weather is.
Tired.
Yeah. Well, you know why I'm very tired is because I spent a good hour. I spent a good hour out in the hot sun looking for a rabbit. Is that coffee?
Oh, do you want some?
Yeah.
It's got oat milk and everything in
You know,
it.
but it's yours.
I don't mind. I'm on several. Do you know what? Guess what? It's not as sweet as you would have it, but it's got maple cream in it.
Yeah, why is yours always so much better than any other? You make these that are so
I've been
good.
making them for years. That's why you can have that.
I just need a little zip of
Something.
caffeine. I don't have my glasses on, so I have to wear my sunglasses.
Where did the rabbit go?
I thought it escaped. I walked around and then started to mourn the poor rabbit. I'm like, oh my God, I lost him. And then I walked around the property and I walked around the fence line. I'm like, and I don't see an area where he could have gotten out. And he was hiding in one of the dog houses. I walked by the dog house and I looked in there, but I didn't see him. He had dug a hole and he was kind of like all curled up in this nice cool hole. And all you saw was his fluffy back. And so I finally found it, and in the ears, of course. But his ears were his ears were back.
Yeah.
And he dug a hole, so if you just glanced in there, you didn't even see a rabbit.
They really like those dog kennels.
Yeah,
It's really funny.
yeah. But if you looked closely, there's a little bubble on the side, and that's what the rabbit was.
On the topic of rabbits, what's the chance of getting a white one or two?
They'd be easier to find, that's for sure. We should have thought of that last time. I'd like to get 2 white turkeys.
We have 2 white turkeys. We have them.
Bella's got them.
Bella's got white turkeys. They're friendly.
Okay, well, they should come here so that we can bring them out on jobs for Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving. As long as you return with them.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny. At one point, I loaned them my small trailer. Now, if they still had it, they could put the turkeys in the trailer and bring it up here. But
somehow we got the trailer back. I don't know how.
we got the trailer back. I had it all fixed up and shaped up and everything. And then we filled it with junk.
Well, it's filled with construction material.
That's
And
not junk.
I have been on the construction workers,
Yes.
to
Well,
get this, to move
I
it
doubt
along.
very much that there's room for 2 turkeys in there right now.
Yeah. So,
In the car it is.
in the car it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they fit in the car. That's the car.
Not my car. No, they won't fit in my car. They'd probably fit in your car, not in my car.
Yeah, but that's
Not any car
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
own.
but the problem is, remember, your mum doesn't drive any longer. It'll be you or I driving it.
Oh, right, with turkeys in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't be any worse than driving anywhere with Penny. You're driving along and you hear her chewing on
I
sides
know.
of the car. And I'm like, Judy, what's she chewing on? Your truck.
Yeah, that's about right.
And of course, it's so far down, like she's,
You can't even get your hand to her to go stop
so
that.
Judy has to climb up and over and down. And
You
as soon as you
silly
get her to
girl.
stop, she finds something else to chew on.
Yes. She's just a great big silly puppy, aren't you?
She's a puppy. But was she good with the people? As you
Very
went?
good. She's very good. I have to say, both dogs really, because we brought it was so hot, I didn't want to leave the dogs even with the car running,
Yeah.
and I didn't want her to chew on my truck. In the truck when we brought the donkeys in, so I was like, Judy, we'll just bring them all in together. And we lied them down in the corner and told them to stay, and Judy and I did donkeys the entire time. And the only one that didn't listen was Wanda, and she never does.
Nobody expects
Really?
anything like that
Yeah,
of Wanda.
yeah.
And they stayed there laying there.
Stayed there laying there. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And Wanda came over and bit at one of the donkeys because Wanda comes over, you're putting a cookie in the pan, and Wanda comes out of nowhere and snaps the cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
She's like that.
Did you look at the magazine? I got my
I
mother
did
a
look at
magazine.
I did
Oh.
look at that. Yes, and I'm going to suggest that Bella get it.
Okay.
Or that Bella read it after I give her this one.
Okay, good. Yep. Yep.
It's
So,
it's a general education on dogs in general.
oh, okay.
On all different kinds of dogs.
It says the secret life.
And one of the
Of
dogs,
dogs.
in there are service dogs.
Oh, all right.
Is it just a whole big thing about dogs? Helper dogs. It is, it's all about
I
dogs.
mean, you talk about helper dogs. Well, the biggest helper dog I think of the sheep. If it wasn't for those sheep dogs,
Yes.
we wouldn't have any sheep.
Well, if it wasn't for our goats, we wouldn't get the donkeys in. Have you ever seen, the rabbits in? goats help us get the rabbits in. So it goes
See,
all,
there's,
yeah.
see, there's a rhyme to the rhyme, a reason to the rhyme, a rhyme to the reason.
You're right, but there is no other animal to herd sheep. We've tried on horseback to herd sheep. They're not fast enough. They're not fast enough
Yeah.
to, like, you couldn't use an ATV either because they're just too twisty and turny.
Yeah.
Dogs are the only ones that can do that job.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not going to be replaced with AI.
No. Well, that because we were talking about that today. That's
Yeah.
one thing you won't be
Oh,
replacing.
don't let her lick your face.
She's not.
She's not. She's just doing what she's supposed to do.
She's just saying hello.
Yep. Elizabeth does not want her face.
I do not want my face licked. She'd probably go, ooh, that's salty.
Yeah.
There was a woman here yesterday who didn't mind.
Yeah,
I
some
know.
people don't mind
Some
that.
people like it. I tell you, one of the most uncomfortable coats are Great Dane coats because that hair stabs you, doesn't it? When it gets in the webbing of your clothes, it's like little needles.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Do you know how I know that? Because it's in my bedclothes.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
Okay.
Now. And Dee is coming home on Sunday, so that's lovely.
That's lovely.
That's really. Dee's been.
she's in the hospital.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, so that's super.
Was it a hip replacement?
It was the femur, wasn't it? She
Okay.
broke
Where's she
it.
coming home to?
Her. I don't know. I think her
Not
home.
here.
Not here.
Not that I'm aware of. So,
Candy, don't go out there.
we have lots of people coming tomorrow,
Yes.
and we did a job today, and that's all.
Yeah.
You know, that Linda keeps marvelous records.
Yes, Linda. Yeah.
How did we miss her out when on keeping our official
She
IRS records?
She keeps records on us. She's also been sending us an email once a week to
On a
keep
Sunday.
us on a Sunday to keep us going forward. And this week, that email, Judy had to pull it up on our phone because I usually look on the calendar and get the address the night before, and so I'm all set up. But I put in, I don't know, 101 Main Street, North Reading, not Woburn. So we went to North Reading, and we couldn't figure out why we were wrong.
At least
And
it's
Judy
in the
was
right
like, "Oh,
area.
wait, Cloud sent it in an email," and that's fortunately we were only about 8 minutes away, but that helped.
How is Tapley doing with her limp?
She's still a little bit off.
Yeah.
She's a little nervous Nilly.
Yeah.
So Wallace did work with her today, but put the saddle on, but he didn't
Ride
ride
her.
her around or anything.
Yeah. And it was hot as well.
Yeah. I hope, it would be helpful if people would let me know if she goes out the back door of the arena, because there's right outside the back door of the arena is a gigantic tub of fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep having to put little buckets for her in different places because I don't know if she goes out the back door. All the donkeys know to go out the back door. So I have to put a separate bucket for her just to make sure she doesn't, that she gets enough water. So if anyone sees her going out the back door, could you please let us know?
Then we can stop her small buckets.
Yes, because it's extra work right now is exhausting.
You can't assume that she's going to find that.
Yeah, that's why I've been leaving her extra buckets. But now she's like, well, why would I walk out the back if there's extra buckets here? And no one's really drinking those extra buckets. I think they tip them over.
They do, and that's the problem
Yeah.
with buckets.
Yeah.
No, the internet signal does not like the cabin.
Yeah.
You're looking very good today, Carlene.
She's feeling better.
I'm
She is on the mend.
on the mend. Look out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'm on the mend.
Yeah, you are on the mend. She was the other day. She was telling me that she's dying and she's going to make preparations because she's dying. I'm like, no. We went through this 3 months ago, and before that, 3 months before that, and before that, we've had the same conversation a number of times. She's going to at this rate, you're going to outlive me.
Well, I did say she's getting kind of predictable at the moment.
Yeah. But if you ever seen me when I have a good case of the flu or COVID, I'm convinced I'm dying too.
Well, there's another similarity,
Oh, there's
Janine.
another one, isn't there? Yeah,
Just to
makes me
point it
happy.
out.
Well, the nurse lady said I'll be over it by Monday.
Oh yeah, those antibiotics will. You'll bounce back and stop the dizziness right away.
Well, that's no fun.
No, exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
so maybe I will get a daily doggy out next week on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep you going until then.
Yeah. So what we did last night, Elizabeth and I discussed it, and I'm gonna, when you don't do the doggy daily, I'm gonna write about the job that day, and then if I'm too tired to do it, then Elizabeth will write about. There's just
Farm.
so many different
Yeah.
things that happen on the farm that don't get in the doggy daily because you're not out there shoveling shit with the rest of us. So that's what we decided. So I wrote something about Elvis, the adventure with Elvis
Oh,
and
good.
Bud.
And then the other thing is, we always say when we're away somewhere, we should really be writing this down because it's ridiculous. You know, because of all the things we do.
Right.
And it gets more ridiculous
Yeah.
now that we're, like, I've been trying to keep our numbers down and we're short-staffed, and it gets more ridiculous given the fact that it's just Judy and I.
And Jake's
little-
coming back tomorrow.
Yes, two little old ladies with a, I bring too many animals for two people, I've decided.
Yeah.
But somehow Judy and I figure it out. And yeah, so every day it's been like, ooh, geez, that was...
That was pretty stupid. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
like today, we got home, and immediately one of the donkeys had projectile diarrhea. We're both like, oh my God, thank
Well,
God.
at least that
didn't
was at
happen.
home.
Yeah.
Was
we
it
thought-
Magnus?
No, it was the other one. It was
Angus.
Angus. As soon as we unloaded him from the trailer, it just came shooting out the back.
Excellent.
And we walked him across
Oh, that carpet.
to get down to the activity center.
Projectile.
Projectile.
It is really projectile.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some amount of muscle
That-
back there.
There's Goldy right there, the ghost of the left-hand drawer. That would
Yep.
have been terrible.
Oh,
And the other thing is, it's probably been the heat
Yeah, it's
because it's been so warm.
yeah. Have you seen? Did you put those donkeys away? I don't even know it.
No, they're still out.
Okay. I haven't.
I started MailChat at the top of the hill
Okay.
because
You've seen them?
it was lovely coming out because the donkeys were just standing in the shade outside the arena. And so we looked at the chicken house, the colour in the chicken house, and then we looked at that. We looked at the hydrangeas and the new gates and Michelle's garden. And then we wandered down,
Oh, okay.
and then the internet cut out because we got here. There's the husband going for a wander.
Michelle's place looks great.
It does.
Okay,
it's
so
lovely.
she is now like it's like Disneyland over there at night. There's so many lights and everything, but she's crossed the line. She put butterflies up on the fence, and I was like, okay, that's a little much. But I didn't say anything to her because I'm sure the goats will get loose and eat them.
Yeah, the goats.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, fake butterflies, fake plants. They're on it.
yeah.
Little
She
stinkers.
certainly is having a great time fixing the place up.
She really. Tomorrow's a big day. Another big day, because I don't know if I've bought kitchens. I bought 2 kitchens off of. Coincidentally, the guy who we've become very friendly with, that supplied us with all of this stuff that went on the outside of these buildings.
Yeah.
The Fabrizio, he just started a business over in he's over in Middleton that supplies lumber, and he's closing his kitchen business that was on one. And I didn't realize there was a connection till I saw 2 displays, small kitchen displays on Facebook Marketplace. I replied to it. And I went there. One will fit upstairs. One will fit perfectly upstairs, and one will fit in the cabin. I got talking to the woman showing me. She's like, "Oh yeah, the Fabrizio," and I'm like, "Is there any relationship to the guys that are over in Middleton?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's our uncle. We're closing this and joining." So yeah. Anyway, so I have a kitchen it's a showroom kitchen. It's not it's a kitchen, like it's a small cabinets.
Yeah.
That are, cabinets with a wolf stovetop on it. And
Janine's
then,
now going to start cooking. We're on a winner.
No, I'm not. I'm actually, yeah, so that'll fit upstairs. And then the second display is brand new. So I texted Michelle, so she's going to get that kitchen. So we're getting 2 kitchens tomorrow for the cabin. Yeah.
That's super.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely
And
fantastic.
I went and I got, okay, so I'll tell you the prices of this stuff. I went and I got an estimate for the cabinets, and we're talking about 109 inches of cabinets.
109 inches?
109 inches of cabinets was $2,700 and it wasn't the highest end. It wasn't really fancy stuff. It was just nice stuff, but not over the chart. It was one step above the lowest brand at Home Depot. Like the I can't remember
the baseline one.
The baseline, it went one step up. It was $2,700.
Yeah.
The cabinets for upstairs with the Wolf, if anybody knows about kitchens, with the Wolf appliance, that's a 30-inch cooktop, that's Wolf, that lists for $4,500. Brand new Wolf thing. With that on it, it's the whole thing was $500. And then $500 for this one and $500 for the other one for Michelle. And it has hers has granite countertops. And they have that, I don't know what they call it because I'm domestically challenged. They have those fancy little when you pull open the doors, you can tell.
Oh, soft close.
They're the soft close, but they also have. You can tell the nice
hinges because the hinges are.
No, it's not. It's not when the wood comes together in the corner.
Oh,
you have
it's dovetailed.
Dovetailed, yeah.
Oh.
Dovetailed, yeah. Nice. Your cabinets that are used are dovetailed. So.
There we go.
So I'm very excited about that. Because I love a bargain, but it's going to be a complete disruption because all the trailers. There's a couch. We went to pick up a couch this morning off the marketplace. There's a couch in one trailer There's two sections in the trailer that we went today. One section has a couch. Today the other section had donkeys, and then the other trailer is completely full of stuff that's ready to go upstairs. And they're behind, so we're running out of trailer. And the third little trailer is full of the construction materials.
So when are the kitchens coming?
We have to go get them out of there tomorrow because their lease is up on Saturday. Yeah. Wanted to ask you, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, we need to go and get. Well, is the flat trailer open?
Oh no, I was going to get the gooseneck.
Obviously. Oh my God. I can't believe we're you two. Right. What happens if we have to go and have an emergency with a horse?
We'll have to take the couch out.
We'll have to take the couch out.
Yeah, we'll have to take the couch out. The couch is the easy one. They're like, we're not going to want, because the kitchens, I have a feeling, are going to have to sit there for a while till they finish the other
off.
It could be a couple weeks of kitchens in the trailer. The other stuff, there's too much of it, but the couch is just one thing to move.
So we go get that tomorrow morning?
No, we can't because we have Rainbow. We have a nursing home visit tomorrow.
I'm getting my blood drawn tomorrow morning.
So I'm thinking we should do it tomorrow at 4:00.
Right.
And then we can have a mail call on the way home.
Right, okay, that's fine.
Talk about our success.
That'll give us we've got to get it loaded because it's nearly 5.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to line up Nick, Bow, Wallace, you, me.
I'll get that sorted.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Oh, that many people?
Well, are you coming to lift as well?
No.
Yeah, it's two full kitchens. We got to move. There's a lot of stuff we got to move.
And they've got heavy surfaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them is granite and the other is Corian.
Corian, yep.
I'm not sure I love the Corian, but it came with this kitchen, so I love it.
Well, and the thing is, it's all fitted and ready to go. And it's really durable Corian. In fact, I think Corian's the surface that they created that you can put a hot pan on. But it's okay because you don't cook. It'll be fine.
Yeah, the kitchen that I'm putting in right now doesn't even have. It will have a refrigerator and I have room for a stove.
Yes.
But I probably won't have a stove.
Well, you just need a toaster oven.
Yeah.
Your mum cooks with a toaster oven.
At this point, my life is so low that I'm really looking forward to just having my own shower.
And bed.
No, right now in the camper I have
a bed. Yes.
But let me just go back and say, I have a princess house. I am not homeless.
You actually have a princess house, yes.
Yeah.
And now you're having a princess apartment, which will be lovely.
But this one is going to be shared with whoever wants to come.
So anybody can come and stay in the princess
as
apartment.
As long as they don't plan to cook.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because someday I will.
Or you can come down here and cook.
There's no stove here either.
Yeah, but you can use all that. Well, is a stove. Look.
That stove thing.
That's a hot plate.
A hot plate. Well, yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah, I was gonna get, cause up there with my little plan, there's room for a little stove. But no rush.
But then you'll feel pressurized
Is
to
this
go
a
and cook
stove you're
things.
talking about in putting a roast beef into?
You could, well, it's, like a 24-inch stove. There's room for a
Stove.
24-inch stove.
But your mum cooks the roast beef, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She cooks that roast beef.
I know
thing.
in that, I know.
Yeah.
So why take a job away from your mother that she enjoys?
Right.
Cooking and all that. See?
I mean, there is, in this kitchen, there is room for a 30-inch stove. You just have put a cabinet in there. We could put a full stove in here if you want.
No.
I even did all the electricity for it.
It could be like one of those cowboy kitchens that you pick up your breakfast in the morning, eat it, leave, and then you come back for lunch. And wouldn't that be wonderful?
What do you mean? I'm not following how it's a cowboy. What a
You know,
cowboy.
like cowboy kitchens, that they've all got a bunkhouse, and then they have somebody that cooks and makes them breakfast in the morning. Then they go out and do their stuff, and then
What
they get breakfast
planet
at
are
night.
you from? In this world, we call it a bed and breakfast.
Oh right. Well, a bread and breakfast. Whatever.
Cowboys aren't involved at all. Usually, bed and breakfasts are like nice little, coastal towns.
No, I was thinking on a daily basis. Your mother could set us up for the day for breakfast,
and
then
we're the
dinner.
cowboys.
Yeah, we'll be the cowboys.
Okay, we'll get for cowboy hats.
Exactly.
Show up for
And
breakfast.
horses. Whoa!
No. We'll be eating sticky buns every morning.
That'll be all right. And then look, you just lash your horse to that thing outside. So sorted.
We'll tie the horse to that. Drag it
Arthur.
away. Yeah, drag it away.
That would be. Oh, one was
One
reverse
is
sneezing.
She's like a cat. Is that a reverse sneeze?
Yeah.
Because she does that a
She's got
lot.
something up her nose.
What's what?
She's doing, I guess, a reverse sneeze when she goes.
No.
She gets something
Yeah.
up her nose. I had a beagle, a rescue beagle, and we'd had him for about a month. And one evening, it's always at night time when they start doing something that you think's really dangerous. He started going through his nose, and I was like, I've never seen this before. So I was like, I think I might need to go to the emergency vet. And then I Googled it, and then it came up with a YouTube video, and I'm like, he's got something up his nose, and he's trying to clear it. I'm like, deal with it. Yeah.
Education is very
Well, totally.
Do you want your coffee back?
No, thank you. I've actually had enough. Otherwise, I'll be zingy this evening.
Yeah, I'm starting. Well, I'm having energy now. When I walked in
Yes.
here, I was like, I haven't eaten enough. I haven't.
It's,
I've been out
it's
in
the
the hot
maple.
sun.
It's the maple cream.
It is delicious.
That's good stuff.
What?
I had never heard of maple cream until Sophie came back from Canada and brought a wee
Where
tub
do we
of
get
it.
this maple cream?
Amazon.
maple what?
Maple
Cream.
Is that what all the boxes come every day?
Yeah, it's maple cream just to keep it going. Yeah, it's maple cream. So basically, I think it's just the syrup. Somebody's going to know better than me. And it gets beaten to within an inch of its life, and then it condenses and whatever. And then you put it. Well, I put it in my coffee. Other people eat it.
So the cream is not oat
It's
milk.
not creamy. Oh no, it's not creamy at all. It's like very thick maple syrup that is.
Oh, so
that is
in addition
like
to oat milk.
So, and then the rest of it's oat milk.
Okay, so we can make this upstairs in
Oh
my
yeah,
little kitchen.
and there's absolutely nothing.
Even though I don't have a kitchen.
No, there's absolutely nothing special in that. It's just about 3 shots of coffee, the maple cream, and the oat milk.
But what
don't
kind
even
of
heat
coffee
it.
are you putting in here?
The stuff from Zoomies.
Oh, so it's just regular coffee
Yeah.
in a coffee pot?
Well, I do it in a espresso machine. You know, the one that you click it in and.
Okay,
And
I
then-
have one of those down in.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course, down in Aiken.
Yeah.
I've got an espresso machine. I can even steam milk down there.
I don't even bother steaming the milk.
Down here in the cabin, I get up in the morning and have to walk down here and face the world without coffee.
Well, and the other thing is, so in the winter, I heat the milk, and then I have hot coffee. But in the summer, I don't bother. And I don't even bother with ice, because it just dilutes the coffee effect.
Yeah.
And seriously, nobody
Wow.
needs that.
I was going to get inspired and trim dog nails today. But I
Oh,
think
it's
that's
too
a good
hot.
job.
It's
Yeah,
too
no,
hot
I
for
think
that.
that's a good job for Jake tomorrow.
Oh,
Jake,
good boy will never
when
come
I
back.
said, I said we now have some extra money if you'd like to, we got this big donation and we can hire you back and we can actually pay you. And he's like, am I going to be doing fence?
Oh, poor
Like,
boy.
No. So every time he comes, he wants to do like, he'll feed and do all that sort of stuff. He probably would have done fence, but we had some pretty miserable days out there doing fence, so I don't blame him.
That's really good.
Yeah, so he could help me with the dog.
And he'll see rainbow in situ, so that's lovely.
Yeah, it's nice to have one coming. We're booked all next week. I think we have Wednesday off next week, but someone's trying to book it right now. So we may have. It's hard to do 4 in a row.
Do you know who's coming in Sunday? Claudette. And her pony.
Oh, and a pony. Oh, that'll make my life a little easier.
Her pony is called Ruby Sue, and she's quite elderly, but she drives. So Claudette volunteered with us on Meredith for a long time.
Yeah.
So she's coming back, and she's bringing her pony with her.
Yes, and that'll be good because she's going to help. Because there's some mornings that by the time
she'll help in the evening.
In the evening,
because she works.
Okay, yeah. So, but she doesn't work in the summer.
She doesn't.
Yeah. So.
But she'll be here.
It'll be nice for me to have like a day off.
Yes.
From feeding. I don't think I've had a day off from feeding since January 1st. Oh no, I was away. I went away.
Oh, now hang on a minute.
I forgot about that. I went away for 10 days.
I was about to agree with you there. I was like, yeah.
When you have a bunch of animals, you don't have a day off.
I know, that's another problem.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another problem.
Yeah, the worst case would be if you were a dairy farmer. They really don't have a day off.
But I'm not. I did not choose a career as a dairy. I chose a career
deliberately.
As a princess. I chose to be a princess. I don't know what happened.
I know
but
projectile poop. That's what happened in the princess life.
Princess world.
No.
Somehow it's plummeted.
Keep working.
But I get little nuggets of princess, like keys to princesshood, and I think Claudette's going to be one of them because I can at least have a princess day where I don't have to feed.
Well, go get your nails done.
That would be very princess. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a waste, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because then the next day you're back like, oh.
Right. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know. Anyway,
says the biggest princess. She's the queen, no, not the princess.
I'm just looking to see exactly what they're seeing.
we're checking the weather.
Yeah, the weather is supposed to get really hot next week.
I was explaining to your mum, and she didn't think this was anything awful. I think this is terrible. 97 on Tuesday, which means it's going to feel like over 100.
Well, it's really. I'm going to move the rabbits to the ICU.
Yeah.
For the day because the ICU is
it's
like
cool
we
on
all
the floor.
should sit in there.
Yeah.
It's very cool. We have to really worry about the animals.
Exactly, because it's
I put the fan,
so hot.
I put the fan up in the arena, but
it's like a hairdryer.
Yeah, it's just blowing hot air. I don't know, but it is cool in the in the Tanner barn.
It's also. Do you know the other place that's cool? The big stalls
at the
front,
at the end.
because there's a lovely there's only a small gap in the barn doors at the front. It's channeling in. And it's quite cool, so it's keeping that end cool.
And I have a fan there, but the problem is that the what's that horse's name? Tapley does not. She ran me over getting out. She has claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Can't leave her in that stall. She goes absolutely
nuts.
berserk. So learned that the hard way. Someone might have mentioned that to me. Almost took my arm off.
I heard she was lovely.
She's very sweet. She definitely has she's very nervous and has claustrophobia in that stall. So I don't know what to do with her for the 97 is lock him in and pour water on the floor. Yeah. Put the fans on. So we'll be trying to figure that piece out.
Yes. We've got those yellow fans somewhere as well. Remember the yellow DeWalt fans we used to have? I don't know where they've gone. Remember we bought
I remember that. I'm just trying to think. I think they are in the back stall at Meredith.
Are they? I'll go and look tonight. Yeah,
but the horses in Meredith, some of them need to come in, water down the floor, put the fans on them. Yeah, 97 is pretty hot.
Hey.
But then again, we so worry about all the animals, but we're the ones out in the heat carrying around fans and extra water and.
Yeah.
So is that all? Do we have any questions?
No, we're stuck on questions. I'll have to go and answer them manually because whatever happens here.
I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, see if you can get questions because it's an absolute.
What do you want for dinner, Mom?
That's not one of the questions.
Whatever's in there. What's in there?
Okay.
What did Donna bring? Donna?
Oh, Donna and Randy are coming tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
And we have Heather on Saturday.
Heather didn't show up last week, though.
No, she did.
Did she?
Yep, she was here on Saturday. She comes on Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you not go to Costco? You and Heather?
Yes. Was that Saturday?
I think so.
Somebody had told me that she was going to be here there for Saturday and Sunday and
All right.
these 2 days, and
Okay, we have 144 comments today. I'll just kind of
144.
yeah.
So I got down to
How many
Jane.
people did we see today? I think Judy counted. I think she said 35 for Linda. Bella's not going to Virginia because it's going to be 120 in Virginia.
Oh my gosh,
And
that's
someone
awful.
did point out, hello, how about Paris? When I was complaining that I'm overworked, whatever.
Oh,
Whatever.
that's another few days as well. There was 3 weeks, 10 days. Let's add this up.
Yeah.
We're on a winner.
Okay, maybe I am a princess. That's all the comments I can see. I can't
I
scroll
know it.
any further.
I know, it's really odd, isn't it?
We've got issues. Really, I've got to get down to Aiken and get my Starlink back. But
Oh, and there's another few days. Hang on a minute.
Yeah. 120.
That's awful.
In Virginia. 120 degrees in Virginia,
That's really bad. And it's only June.
and it's
That's the
only-
really
that's
scary thing.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Like we've got to be thinking about our animals and what to
And
do.
Alaska.
Yeah, what to do if we have some of those days.
Well, the other thing is when the humidity's high,
Yeah.
it's stifling. I mean, you
Yeah.
just can't get anything moving.
The good news about our barn is now it has solid siding.
Yeah.
You close all the doors at 6 o'clock in the morning, bring everything in, water down the aisleway because it's a concrete aisleway, and it will stay cool in there.
And the good thing is we can close off the arena.
Yeah, and the arena is because the sun
It's
hits
like a
the arena.
greenhouse.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah, so that doesn't help. And the Tanner barn's cool too. But,
Yeah.
So, but we just have to make sure we can fit everybody in there, which I think we can.
Well, I'll take the Tanner barn. You can be in the other barn, and you can just ride into the front of the barn.
Yeah,
We'll be
we-
fine.
Yeah. So, okay. Well,
I was actually, funnily enough, when you were talking about that, I was thinking about. Remember, we had that really, really cold day, and it was just the most awful cold snap, and it was.
which day?
No, it was minus with wind chill. It was so far below zero. It was like Ted was standing there with icicles hanging out of his nose, and that night it was so windy. It was awful, and it was remarkably cold. And we got 5 goats, all of the big horses, the donkeys.
Yeah.
The sheep and Enzo, they were locked in the sheep barn, and everybody else, including the 2 mules, because we had Betty White at the time, everybody was brought into the main barn. And I got down there the next morning, and it was bedlam. The goats were just everywhere. The mules, you know how they would have taken a stall down, they were just loose in the whole aisle. And I was like, this is just like emergency protocols.
Right.
And it was just covered with animals. And I'm still every now and
I bet
again.
it was warm in there though.
It was warm in it, and it's still every now and again, if I'm vacuuming the barn, out pops goat poop from in between the floorboards. It was chaos, but it worked really well.
Yeah. Well, we should be thinking about these kind of catastrophic heat.
Well, it
cold
looks, this is
events.
June and we're getting like this is not funny.
Yeah.
Roll on, winter.
All right. Well, let's wrap up mail call and
Yes,
get fed.
we'll be back tomorrow.
With our next crisis.
We'll be back after a busy day tomorrow.
Yes.
You better get a good sleep tonight.
All right.
Get yourself organised.
Give it a
Dinner.
shot. Okay.
Good idea.